Hey Clashers, and this is the first episode of the iTzu news in this new year, 2022. And we have really cool topics in this one. We're going to talk about Legend League, we're going to talk about the roster changes, and some people obviously, unfortunately, retiring from the competitive scene in this winter. But let's start things off with the Legend League. And if you're already seeing all of this, you know it is a bad joke at the moment. Sadly, Supercell's not doing anything about Wintrading, and then strange things like this are happening. So it's time for a video like this again to bring some attention to the problem, and hopefully Supercell listening and not just banning the shell accounts in how that's called, but banning the main accounts as well. That would be pretty cool, right? So now everyone who's like, iTzu, what are you talking about? What is the problem? Well, the problem right now is the win trading in the higher leagues. But what is win trading actually? Well, you have to know in the higher trophy ranges, most of the people are connected with Discord or Line or whatever chat message you're using, they're somehow connected. And the big problem with this is that you're saying, okay, this one account, please give him 1-star defenses, and if you post screenshots of that, you would get a certain amount of money, $15 something or something like that. Like, the number does not matter at this point. But if you post those screenshots, then you get the money. Why a 1-star? Because those 1-stars do not appear in those defensive 1 overview. Defense 1 means a 0-star. And I mean, pro players complaining about the game being too easy and then some people having those defense numbers. Let's just leave this over there, and I do not want to accuse anyone because I do not want to name any names, but I mean, everyone has eyes, right? Everyone can see whatever is in front of them. So yeah, let's hope that this video is bringing some attention to the problem again, and that some people are getting bans. This is at least what I'm hoping for. But now let's jump to the fun part about this, because now we're jumping to the roster changes and what happened to those esports team over the winter time. Well, let's start with the sad part about this, which is the retirements. The retirements of a couple of players. For example, Vale, the MVP of the 2020 World Championship, Eve Maxi as well, and Eve Check. All of them retired, unfortunately. 1 player of Alternate, 2 players of Tribe Gaming, and well, that's a huge loss. And this means it's a lot of game knowledge which is getting lost due to those retirements. Those clashes completely dominated the Clash esports scene for many years, and they won so many tournaments already. It's kind of crazy. So sad to see them go, but totally understandable. The main problem with that being as well is that the huge time investment. Everyone who is even close to being a pro player, or like just knowing someone who's a pro player in Clash of Clans, knows that the time which needs to be invested to be that good and to be that consistent and base testing and everything, it's just not worth it what you're getting out of it, which is really unfortunate. Even winning a lot of tournaments is still not that easy, because the problem is the current system in esports for Clash of Clans. Because with the current system, esports organization not getting the attention, not the screen time which they need to then get more sponsors, to then pay the players in a better way. So the current system is not leading to that good feeling for the players, because they're not getting that money except if they're winning everything, which is straight up impossible with the current system or like current state of the game, which is really unfortunate. But hey, now we want to talk about the fun stuff. The fun stuff is a lot of roster changes. But first, we're going to talk about Alternate Tags, the organization leaving the Clash of Clans esports scene. So Alternate Tags, the organization, is going to quit Clash esports. The players are going to stay around, at least, as we have said already. Val is retiring, but we have still Boom, Yo-Yo, Musk, and Ust all still playing the game and are going to stay together, forming a new team with the team captain of MCES, Tryhard. This is going to be a new team without the sponsor, without organization just yet. But talking about the sponsor, I think we have to switch to Queen Walkers, because Queen Walkers have now a new team name. Yeah, last year, Queen Walkers got sponsored by Stephanie and Dr. Muitaba. Both sponsored them to be like their organization in the back, give them more profit, and make sure that they can actually, call this their I don't know, job, everything. I don't know, but either way, Now this year they announced that they are going to change the name actually of Queen Walkers. The first name of the team was actually Queen Stephanie, but I guess based on some feedback of the community or whatever the reason was, they changed this now kind of back into Queen Walkers Stephanie. So the new team name of Queen Walkers with Klaus, with Stadra, with Gaku, and so on, like all of the Queen Walker players you know and love, they're going to say the same as a group, but the team name now is going to be Queen Walkers Stephanie. As well, they signed another team, Stephanie and Dr. Muitaba, which was AS Monster last year. AS Monster now is going to be called King Muitaba. So a new team to the brand as well, which is hopefully going to, I don't know, get out the promotion more for them to make it worth it. And they announced as well in a stream which we had a couple of weeks ago, which Carbonfin and me casted. They announced that they're looking for a third team actually, and this is getting us back to the, I would call it Team Boom right now, because he's still the team captain. Maybe that's going to be somehow working together. We know Boom and Yo-Yo and some of the old alternate guys are actively pushing, so maybe that's a connection somehow. We don't know. Obviously, this is pure speculation on my part, but this could be a possibility. We have talked as well about MCES. MCES have not announced their new roster yet or what they're going to do, but they have to replace at least Tryhard, who joined the team Boom right there. Then obviously we have Space Station, who changed a lot actually. Nick, one of the Space Station guys, right now it seems like that he retired, or he's going to retire. Lex, a lot of people have asked themselves as well what he is going to do, and he's actually joining a new team. But for now, Space Station is like beating up a new team around Marino, their Brazilian power player, and he's going to get like joining up again with his old former teammate Bernal. So they're going to form a new team with Marino, Bernal, and there is going to be Castro, Leo, and Celinho in there. So a really, really strong team. The Brazilian powerhouse for sure. A lot of the top players are in there. But as well, as we have said already, Lexnos is now joining CMG with a couple of other American top players. So let's see how good they can perform to stay at the top or make sure that they're getting to the top of all of those teams. Obviously, there are many more changes, but those I think are the biggest teams of them and the most recent changes which we heard. And we're looking forward to, well, whatever is next, because we have not heard about yet what is 2022 bringing to us? Like, what is the new, is there a new format? Is anything changing? What exactly can we expect in this new year? All what we know is that there is esports, Clash esports in 2022, but we don't know in which form, in which, I don't know. Let's see. I mean, that's all what I can say. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if I missed any important news. Let me know down below in the comments, and I will see you guys in one day again for the next video. Until then, see ya and bye bye.